for Hetafe, but what about Pablo Hernandez? Is there even more pressure perhaps on him coming into the midfield?
It's a blow to a degree, but personal reasons come in, and when you're not fully buying into the project, I think it's an easy decision for the club to let him go and initially on loan. But this fella playing in a more central position, look at the assists, look at the goals that he's already provided. He affects games all the time. The likes of Roof making the movement off him. He's so good in tight areas. I think it suits him being more central.
Who wins this game and why?
I think Leeds win it. The back four of Villa worries me. The players coming back for Leeds, I think, gives them a little bit of a lift, gives this team a bit more balance defensively. That side worries me. The goalkeeper issue, one coming in and Kalinic in January, how does that make him feel? James Bree playing centre half. And I just think the form that Leeds have been in lately, they'll relish coming out.
It is. It doesn't get better than this. What a wonderful time of the year. And two big teams in the Sky Bet Championship go head to head.
Hey, watch out for this, that's lyrics. Mash up the place, but you are not for this. Yo, me nah miss #1 funny list. He mash up the place.
Oh! Extraordinary! It's another special goal!
Hey, watch out for this.
Brilliant! Come on, Roof!
Watch out for this.
Tammy Abraham!
Mash up the place.
Screwfix sponsors Sky Sports coverage of the EFL.
New Vauxhall Combo Cargo International Van of the Year 2019 carries more than just tools, goods or supplies. It carries the early risers, the get up and go doers. It carries the hard grafters and the late workers. It's the van that carries you forward, whatever you do. New Vauxhall Combo Cargo carries British business.
I've always dreamed of sitting ringside at the football, huh? Look at this guy, he's like a thoroughbred. I don't know whether I should watch him play or give him a sugar lump. No matter, I got him down for a double. The match today in the 420 at Aintree. Meet. Oh!
Don't bet silly. Bet savvy.
The new Build Your Bet has thousands of combinations to choose from. So why request a bet when you can easily build your own and get your price instantly? The smart money's on Coral.
Christmas time, the festive period, you're just chilling. Now I've retired, I indulge. I'd love to sit here and say that I'm in charge of the remote control, but Kate and the kids do take full control of that. Being at home with a family, quality time, all cosy, in our pyjamas, around the TV, can't beat it.
BT, helping you be there this Christmas.
Eggnog is the Christmas tipple. Don't you think?
Egg what? Nah, it's got to be bubbly.
Tequila. OK, fine. Tea.
A nice balanced Sauvignon Blanc.
Red. Split the difference. Pink.
Sherry.
Beer.
No beer.
Shake. Tea.
Oh, cocktail.
However you do Christmas, everyone's welcome at Tesco.
When the evening shadows fall and you're wondering who to call for a little company, there's always me.
Let's talk about the rules of whiskey. They say you should drink it neat, never ever with a mixer. You're only allowed a splash of water or a single cube of ice. But you know what they say about rules. Make your own rules with Clubman from Hague Club.
Try the crispy, golden, melty bacon and cheese box meal at KFC. That's how it's done, and it's finger-licking good.
Auntie Sue, I didn't know you were coming.
We did get a present for Auntie Sue.
I'll take care of it.
That's not going to work out here.
It's all right, I got full signal.
This is really bad. She already hates me. I'm never going to hear the end of this.
Done.
Beautiful dream, beautiful dream.
With our network voted the UK's best, we've got you covered. Glide through Christmas with Vodafone.
Don't post that.
2 kids, supposed to be home by 5:30, never arrived.
My job, there's no certainty. It's more haunting than anything.
Screwfix sponsors Sky Sports coverage of the EFL.
Oh, what a game we have here at Villa Park just before Christmas. 2 massive clubs who feel they belong in the big time. You have to earn that right, don't you? But they are on the right road at the moment. Well, we are hearing that Leeds' Barry Douglas has taken ill in the warm-up. Leif Davis comes in for him. Still, it remains. Can Leeds go top into Christmas, or can Villa be just 1 place and 2 points off the playoffs? Your commentary team, Andy Hinchcliffe and Daniel Mann.
Thank you, Scott. Pleasure to be here. What a battle in prospect here. I suppose it's sad in a way that neither are quite at full strength, but it still remains a compelling prospect. Aston Villa, coming force under Dean Smith, while Leeds United, the team that have consistently set the standards in the division so far this season, looking as though they are very much on a roll. Two giant clubs, both feeling doubtless that they are in the wrong division, but both looking well capable of earning the right to play at the level they aspire to next season. A lot of work for Aston Villa to do, but beckoned on by tremendous support and beginning to look like the sum of their parts at last. While Leeds United, well, they've been a wonderfully attractive side this season and a wonderfully effective one. Big day for Leif Davis today. A late shout, the latest possible shout to make your first team debut in one of the cathedrals of English football. Good luck, young man. Well, Aston Villa come into one of the biggest challenges of their season amidst something of a defensive crisis. With Neil Taylor and James Collins already out, Axel Tuanzebe suffered a foot injury this week. So James Bree steps into the centre of the back four. It is a position he's played only a handful of times in the first team. Alan Hutton continues at left back. Jack Grealish is still waiting with his injury, and we wonder how long. Jonathan Cotter has been waiting a while, but he gets his chance today from the start. A lively cameo and a goal as a substitute last week against Stoke gains him the nod ahead of Anwar El Ghazi. Happily, Albert Adoma and Birkir Bjarnason are back in the squad. So there is some good news for them. A late spanner in the works for Leeds, though. Barry Douglas taken ill in the warm-up. So Leif Davis comes in at left-back for his first team debut, a summer signing from Morecambe. Leeds welcome back Luke Ayling ahead of schedule to fill the right-back slot ahead of Jamie Shackleton. He captains the side. There's no Lewis Baker, who seems to be struggling to convince Marcelo Bielsa of his worth. He's on the bench. Jack Harrison is replacement in the lineup, but surely not directly. We expect Pablo Hernandez to move inside. The bench, short-handed and very youthful. No Patrick Bamford today, who returned last week with a winning goal at Bolton as a substitute. He's felt some discomfort in the knee he injured so seriously in August, but rest assured his withdrawal is purely precautionary. A wonderful sight, Villa Park sold out. It is the most wonderful time of the year, but for whom will it be the happiest season of all? We shall find out next.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, where dolphins are pumping and horses are jumping and football, my dear. But could it be better with Sky Bet's season of giving? It could. Check the app every day for wonderful offers throughout the Sportsmas period. Of the year! Sky Bet, that's betting better.
Well, different cultures, but great ideas, and forging a way forward. He often forges a route to goal for Aston Villa, more often than anyone else, Tammy Abraham.
Yeah, he scored bags of goals, but he has his work cut out today against a miserly defence with an uncompromising centre-half pairing. One of which is the really versatile Calvin Phillips. He's been mainly used as a pivot in central midfield, but he's comfortable playing at the heart of defence. He has the brains and the physicality to keep Abraham quiet.
Leeds, as you've gathered, in their change yellow strip today. And here we go. And Hernandez very much in that central role. It is worthy of note that Alioski, as he did the other week against QPR, is starting on the right. Jack Harrison on the left for Leeds. And a dangerous ball, which Newland is able to field.
Well, I just wondered, any opening exchanges with the Leeds are going to fill their way into the game. Nothing of it. They get the ball wide. They deliver a decent ball into the box as well.
Oh, and Kodja. Well, incidents and accidents at either end in the early stages. And here is Bree getting a feel of the ball and getting a bit of pressure from Kemar Roof. He started there on an inglorious day against Burton in the League Cup earlier this season. He played there last season in at least one cup tie against Peterborough as well. Dean Smith certainly with plenty to say about the incident that led to Jonathan Kodja ending up on the deck.
Well, it's not going to be easy for Leif Davis coming into the side at such a late notice, but once that ball is flicked on, Kodja is on his way. He's on his inside shoulder, and Peacock Farrell actually come off his line as well. I wonder whether Kodja could have taken it first time and lobbed it over the goalkeeper, but the left back looked like he did foul Kodja.
Here's Harrison.
There's great anticipation by Jonathan Kodja. He expects that header to be won, so he's on the move. See him making his run. Leif Davis is caught out. Could he maybe taken it first time? Probably the bounce of the ball makes it difficult. You see Leif Davis just leans into him there. He's not playing the ball, he's playing the man. That is a foul.
Born in Newcastle. He's been on the first team bench before, but getting his first taste of the action against one of the most prolific players in the division of recent years. Phillips offering some good assistance there. A man who, of course, is playing in a relatively unfamiliar situation himself at centre-back. Centre-back in a back four as well, which is something very new for him. Now Kodja.
Well, Jonathan Kodja's had a really lively start. He's giving Leif Davis the runaround in the opening 2 or 3 minutes. He's made a run inside, he's run beyond him. He's carried the ball in field here. So a baptism of fire for the young left-back.
Well, not a gentle introduction by any stretch of the imagination. Here is Kodja. Does manipulate the ball so well, and it's broken kindly for him too. Use of the arm handball given by Andy Madley.
That's a really good piece of defending by Calvin Phillips here. I talked just before kick-off about having the physicality to battle Villa's big strikers, but having the brains as well to stay on your feet, don't commit yourself.
Well, here's a Villa throw. Lassie doing well, Abraham. Oh, it's beautiful play, McGinn, and finished off by Tammy Abraham. He's there again. A man who just cannot be stopped. And the best possible start for Aston Villa.
Well, it's magnificent play and move football. Tammy Abraham, this little layoff is absolutely key in the move, but it's his ability to then get back into the penalty area, to be on hand to tuck the ball away, and it's not an easy chance. He's a big man, the ball is slightly behind him, but that's what the top strikers need to do. The little give and go, to follow play up, to back it up, and you get your rewards. It's been a very good start from Aston Villa. They've been on the front foot, the movement off the ball exceptional, and Leeds just torn apart.
Well, quite beautifully constructed goal, and the man to provide the finishing touch at the moment.
Well, that goal, a classic example of a centre-forward not overdoing it. At times they maybe want to take control of the ball, turn, commit defenders, make things happen themselves. But Abraham there, little layoff, and then he gets himself into the danger zone. He trusts his teammates to find him. Maybe a bit of good fortune when the ball comes back off McGinn, but he buries it.
Hutton rising up against Ayling. His return is such a boost. That's painful for Pontus Jansson. Some urgency about the medical team as well here. Andy Madley calling Yannick Bolasie to him. James Chester, the captain, on hand as well.
Well, when you get hit by Yannick Bolasie, you stay hit, but clearly he's saying to the referee that it was accidental, there was no malice in there. But if it's dangerous, the referee, Andy Madley, is always going to book him.
Soling word or two from Tammy Abraham, and it's happy to see that Pontus Jansson is able to discuss the situation. He's not someone that readily shows he's hurt.
There's a head injury, neck injury, you can't take any chances. You see Bolasie's making a genuine attempt to go for the ball, but he's got to really in a split second make his mind up and realise he's not going to get to that ball without catching his opponent. But Jansson himself is a big strong lad. Looks like he's going to be okay to carry on. But you can see what Bolasie was saying to the referee. I didn't mean, there wasn't any intention there. I was trying to get to the ball, but he had the opportunity just to pull out.
Well, let's hope that all is well. Leeds already losing Barry Douglas in the warm-up.
You can see the ball is way above his head. He's never going to get there. He's always going to arrive late, and that's why the referee has booked him, because it was dangerous.
Good to see him on his feet, and right now he comes back into the action. This is Alioski up against Hutton. They've picked a way through here. It's Roof. Oh, and Harrison battling. I was wondering whether that was brave or stupid, but they really coolly played their way out of trouble, and then a free kick.
Well, with the Villa goal, the movement off the ball was outstanding. And Kemar Roof moving off the back of defenders. James Chester, he goes short and then he spins long when that ball is played. Draws Chester in, then gets in behind him. El Mohammadi's playing him on. It's a tight call. And Harrison has actually got ahead of El Mohammadi. Any decent contact on that, and it's 1-1. Just doesn't make a clean contact with that right foot. Should be burying that really from that position.
Well, chances in many senses for him today. Warren Roof trying to get away. Mohammadi seeing it away.
Two examples there, one for Chester, one for Bree. The movement of Roof off the ball is tremendous. At times he'll drop in, at times he'll spin beyond. If you watch the ball against Kemar Roof, he is going to catch you out. You're not going to play up against him as a centre forward. He will drop in and then he'll spin. And you have to be so aware. The modern centre-halves, they have to be that way anyway, but when you're playing against Roof, it's especially important.
He's had a tremendous time. He's not seen as the main man up top last season, although Thomas Christensen did use him there on occasions. He certainly is now. Offside, Alioski.
Oh, Villa are pressing the game. They're squeezing up the pitch. It's quite a high line their back four are playing. So if Leeds can time their runs correctly, you see Alioski looking right along the line. How many times do we say that? He's looking right along the line. He's just gone too early.
He's a player that has retained Marcelo Bielsa's faith, bucket and all, and it's good news for him, less so for Jack Clarke, who's been very impressive off the bench on a number of occasions recently, although still a very young player, just 18. You know, Alioski has the capacity and the ability to seriously affect games in a positive way. Maybe striving for a little consistency.
What he's also got to do is try and bring Ayling into the game, so at times don't always try and get the cross in yourself, maybe drift in field and allow Ayling to step forward from right back. He's so good at that.
Davis. Here's Forshaw, who you have to say has made a sizable difference to the Leeds midfield since he got his way back to fitness. Here's Harrison. Davis. Useful looking cross, but Hutton with Alioski all the way there.
Oh, it's a sensational ball in, and we're going to see this from Leeds. They're a team that generally dominate the ball, so their fullbacks Ayling and Davis can step forward. Intelligence from Harrison drifting in field, encouraging the fullback to get on the overlap. It's an excellent ball in. But Hutton did really well just to make sure he got a long leg on that to ahead of those Leeds attackers.
Playing today in the position in which he's played most of his football this season, Alan Hutton, the position in which he began his real renaissance here. Neat touch by Abraham, but the challenge from Forshaw. Here's McGinn. Codger. Davis with him. Oh, we've seen two good moments for the young full-back at either end. But more defending to do for him. He's going to pick up Yannick Bolasie here. Arahan's quality delivery. Hodger getting up at that back post.
Well, the problem is Villa are a big side, so it's who you put up against Jonathan Codger. It's Calvin Phillips who's man marking him at that far post, and Codger is head and shoulders above him. Is he trying to be too precise? Head it right down into that bottom corner. He's maybe slightly off balance, but that's a worry for Leeds, is how easy it is for Codger to win that ball. Pontus Jansson ideally would be the one picking up Codger, but he's marking Tammy Abraham. As I say, Villa are at a big side when maybe James Chester comes up from the back as well. They're struggling for height.
Neat touch by Roof. Here's Hernandez. Oh, beautiful ball, but offside against Mateusz Klich.
Once again, it's excellent movement off the ball, that high Villa back line, and slightly risky. You understand why it's happening, because Villa looking to press the game, fight fire with fire, so they are high up the field. And actually, as that ball is initially played, yes, Klich is offside. If he'd actually left the ball and Roof had realised that, he could have actually taken up possession.
Hernandez up against Glenn Whelan, one of the potentially significant contests. Ayling absolutely flying forward here. Bolasie with him all the way back. Hernandez, Forshaw. Klich's cross. That was Tammy Abraham doing the defensive job for Villa.
It's a good spell for Leeds. Have responded well to going behind, getting the ball into wide areas, and importantly getting crosses into the box. Well, during this championship season, Marcelo Bielsa's side usually dominate the ball. I think there's only one game this season at Sheffield United where United had more of the ball than Leeds, so this is to be expected. They do keep it well, and their movement off the ball is good. So Villa, even though they're ahead at this early stage, they need to keep switched on.
It came off McGinn. Chester able to intervene. Now it's Whelan, picked off by Davis. Forshaw. Click. Alioski. That's away by Bree. This is Forshaw. Fernandez. Kodja. Now Balassi. Free kick in his favour against Ayling.
He's just a bit impatient there, Luke Ayling, lumping pretty aimless forward ball. Overturning possession far too cheaply. And that's the last thing you want, is to be isolated one-on-one against Yannick Balassi.
Well, back slightly ahead of schedule. It was originally penciled in for January, his return to the first team. But Leeds grateful with a very busy schedule to come, as everybody has got in the Championship. Abraham. Now here's Whelan. El Mohammadi. Whelan. Kodja. El Mohammadi. Stolen back initially by Harrison, but gives it away almost immediately. Kodja. So good in those situations. Horahan strike! That's what his left foot can do, and it's a long way back for Leeds now. What a blistering start from Aston Villa, and a team seemingly making a real statement of intent here.
Well, it all starts with Jack Harrison giving the ball away far too cheaply. That is really poor. Brilliant work from Jonathan Kodja. Strength, balance. And then he gets his head up and he passes the ball. But Conor Horahan, how many players in this position will just put their laces through it? But he just has that split second to think about how he wants to strike it. Inside of the foot. He passes it with pace into the bottom corner. Peacock Farrell doesn't have a chance. A quite brilliant strike. Exactly how you should strike it from that type of range. But that poor forward ball from Harrison has proved so costly. Horahan is absolutely outstanding. Don't batter it towards goal. Took it home, and he does that superbly.
A lovely goal from the lovely left foot of this son of Cork. I have to say, I was commentating on Real Madrid yesterday, and Luka Modric produced something reasonably similar. I'm sure he would have been just as admiring of that strike as anybody else.
That was quite a large commentating name drop there, wasn't it? Real Madrid and Luka Modric. Who needs Real Madrid when we've got the Championship?
Well, they certainly got to grips with Janssen. They couldn't stop him getting on the end of it. Hutton got his arms around him.
Well, Andy Madley is in an excellent position to see whether there is a foul in here. I'll tell you what, Alan Hutton is very lucky because he's watching the ball. Janssen is pretty much goal side of him. And you can see there, Hutton's got a hold of him. He's the first to actually make contact with Janssen. And I've got some sympathy with the Swedish centre-half because Hutton is lucky to get away with that.
McGinn. Again, it's a real battler. And he will get the free kick in the end. No advantage accrued in the opinion of Andy Madley. and I think most people watching. Bree and Whelan spin away. Janssen gets there first. And maybe Leeds can spring in sprightly fashion. Horahan plugging the gap. And this is Balassi. Janssen defends it right. Horahan trying to get there. And the free kick will be given. Challenge on Alioski. Hernandez finding Alioski once again. Ayling.
I just wonder how big a call this could prove to be in the context of the game. Janssen against Hutton. There's some contact there, but you can see then the arms are up from Alan Hutton. He just grabs hold of his man. You know, this isn't defending, he just holds on to him. Maybe at times you can put an arm on an opponent, maybe a flat palm, but once you put arms around him, you're very fortunate to get away with it. Andy Madley's in a great position to see it. Janssen's trying to get to the ball. To me, he is impeded.
Oh, Chester got to the ball there. And the cross from Alioski. Behind by Urian Nuland, who many would suggest is a man on borrowed time here.
Oh, that's a big feature of the game. How many crosses both sides are looking to put into the box. Just one touch and deliver. And this could have gone horribly wrong for James Chester. Nuland is really alive to what's happening. Can't take any chances.
He takes command. Got the break. The signing of Lovre Kalinic from Ghent this week, which will allow him to play once the window opens. May, we shall see, close the door on the Norwegians' first team chances. Davis. Now Forshaw. Here's Click. Forshaw once more. Horahan. Now Balassi. Roof all the way back here. Well, up the field they get.
It's an area where Leeds have to be really careful. Normally they keep the ball. If they give it away cheaply, their fullbacks have stepped up the pitch. And the counter-attacking ability of Balassi and Kodja come into full effect.
Both do play very much a calculated game of risk. It's certainly really in evidence from Aston Villa today. You may remember Dean Smith's final game in charge of Brentford was a real tactical triumph for him up at Elland Road. They only got a point in the end thanks to Pontus Jansson's late equaliser, but did perform very effectively indeed. I have to say, this lead, very welcome though it is from an Aston Villa point of view, has it come a little too early in the game? It's Alioski. Here's Click!
Well, the form that he's been in this season, the goal-scoring form, should be scoring here. Great movement, drifts out wide to start with, taking the place of Alioski. It looked like Hutton had done enough coming round on the cover. He's got a clear sight of goal here, Click. If he just pass it past the goalkeeper, just scuffs it, catches it more with his ankle than his instep.
Manu made a particularly blistering start to the season in goal-scoring terms. They were coming in floods at the start, a little more of a trickle recently.
You see his reaction there, he knows in that position he should be making it 2-1.
So Janssen conceding the free kick. Two Irishmen plotting. Interesting towards Chester. Roof took charge. Alioski certainly got his foot down on the gas there to make a bit of mischief.
Well, it's maybe somewhat of a surprise that Aston Villa are 2-0 up against a team that have been so strong this season, but Villa Park is a very tough place to come, and it's getting tougher under Dean Smith with that higher energy and the organisation that he has brought. If any team can turn it around, and Leeds United are pretty well placed.
Man who's had some glowing endorsements in his career, and it's that kind of skill that is part of the reason. Here's Davis. Hodger plugging the gap. Peacock Farrell on his stronger foot. There comes the pressure from John McGinn, who's been a hit, a very palpable hit, and this all-action kind of stuff is one of the reasons. Well, Codger will help him out in that particular battle. Well, the Villa fans love that. There comes the pressure from John McGinn, who's been a hit, a very palpable hit, and this all-action kind of stuff is one of the reasons. Forshaw. Now it's Ayling. Alioski. Ayling. Alioski. And Alioski is going to be penalised. Free kick. Andy Madley again doing his utmost to
Abraham halfway back inside his own half, helping out defensively, looking to...
Heckingbottom. Just finished in a 1-0 Villa win. Whelan was fouled, and Villa are men in a hurry. It's Balassi, it's Peacock Farrell.
A great example there, the Villa attitude. The free kick was given away. Horahan hand on the ball, and they're playing.
But Leeds have certainly created moments of menace. And you look back at that Click opportunity, the Harrison opportunity, things could be very different. Click again. Now it's Hernandez. On for Davis. Well, Ayling can retrieve the situation here. Click. Hernandez. Well, a few words of a non-pacifist nature exchanged.
Yes, Alioski against Whelan. Remember that game against Reading when Alioski threw himself to the ground with no contact? Doesn't seem as though there's any contact there. It's actually Horahan at his back. And Horahan really unhappy with Alioski's reaction here. Is there anything in it at all? Absolutely nothing.
Doesn't want to get himself a reputation.
I think that boat was sailed.
Well, Forshaw in strongly. He does have that bit of bite. And I mentioned it before that he has made a very visible difference. 250th career appearance today for the Scouser. John McGuinness got away from him, and he will unleash. And only the cheeks of Janssen in the way. And Abraham trying to thread it.
Well, Tammy Abraham has looked really lively. His goal was really the start, but every time he gets hold of the ball, he's looking to make things happen. He's committing defenders, twisting and turning. See what he's trying to do. Actually, Horahan just stopped his run, maybe expecting Abraham to shoot from there.
Oh. Click. Forshaw looking out here towards Harrison, but finding Davis. Hernandez. Here's Click, who just strayed offside.
It's a wonderful second goal from Aston Villa. There's two key factors really in terms of Horahan scoring from this position. His first touch, the way he opens the angle up for himself onto that wand of a left foot, and then how he decides to strike. He doesn't go for power, goes for placement. The accuracy is so difficult. Peacock Farrell doesn't even see it until it's past Janssen. It's because Horahan has decided to strike it in the way that he has. There's no way the keeper's going to keep that out. Brilliant.
Got a great goal return last season from midfield. Creating them is his major strength, but far from his only strength. And a change of role again with Jack Grealish out of the side, which has opened the door for Glenn Whelan to take back that position at the base of Dean Smith's three. More festive football coming on Boxing Day from the Championship. Chris Wilder's Sheffield United. Draw at Ipswich for them yesterday, up against Derby. Draw for them against Bristol City. The two fully paid up members of the top six at the moment. Forshaw. Out here to Hernandez. Or Click. Oh, Chester got there. Had plenty of.
Yeah, the ball came at him really quickly. It was Chester who actually cleared his lines here. Just bounces up and yeah, he moves his arm towards the ball just to cushion it. Again, Anley Madley, great decision. And spoiled for choice here, Leeds, in terms of the free kick taker. This is the ideal position. Can be left foot, can be right foot.
They have the options. Maybe the left foot of Alioski or the right of Hernandez. It's Hernandez! Oh! Well, I certainly thought for a moment it was destined for only one place. But Newland and much of Villa Park relieved.
You see the way that Newland is scampering across his goal line. He probably feels this is going in as well. Hernandez, that is where the bulk of the goal is. The keeper's left him that side. Player visibility, will be disappointed he's not hit the target.
Abraham up well, but all the way through. Davis. Whelan. Now here is Tammy Abraham, who opened the scoring for Aston Villa. They're battling to find a way forward. Foul by Alioski, who's not flavour of the month at Villa Park with the players wearing claret shirts.
Well, there's a classic piece of defensive midfield play there from Glenn Whelan, because the opportunity was on for Jack Harrison to get in, but Whelan getting across, using all his experience in exactly the right place to intercept and get the ball forward quickly into Abraham.
A few extra yards in his head.
The legs are starting to go, you've got to use the bonds. Speaking from experience.
Habit you've clearly grown out of.
The Leeds have responded to going two behind really well. Lots and lots of the ball, they are creating opportunities, and they just need a goal back before half-time.
Harrison towards Roof. Well, he's furious. The officials have no interest. Well, I don't know if it was an appeal more in hope than expectation, because he's not furious now.
Yeah, the ball dropped over Chester. It's actually Hutton who's round on the cover. He's protecting the ball here, Kemar Roof. I think maybe the referees got that one right. It's not as clear cut. It's not an obvious push from Hutton.
Well, certainly in a different ballpark to the one before, where Hutton was clearly getting very friendly with Pontus Jansson. And that certainly could on another day have resulted in a Leeds spot kick.
That's why it's so important, if you're the fullback on the opposite side, if the ball is on this left-hand side, gets drifted in, you've got to be round, you've got to get your defensive position quickly, because when that ball is played, if you're 2 yards ahead of it, ahead of your centre-half, you can't get back. It's desperation then. You can give a free kick away or penalty away. I think Hutton just about did enough to get away with it.
Certainly remembering a famous day against their local rivals, the cry of shoot.
Ball is played if you're 2 yards ahead of it, ahead of your centre half. You can't get back. It's desperation.
Won't get the decision he was perhaps hoping for rather than expecting, and it's Ayling making progress.
Enough to get away with it.
Hernandez, Whelan doing his job admirably.
Absolutely brilliant. And what he does, he actually slows Hernandez up. Yes, he blocks the cross, but he doesn't allow Hernandez to play an early forward ball. Again, it's all down to experience, getting round, helping out your defenders as that defensive insurance in midfield. It's brilliant from Whelan.
The cry of shoot, maturing like good wine. Won't get the decision he was perhaps hoping for rather than expecting, and it's Ayling making progress.
There he is again.
Conor Horahan. Hernandez. Whelan.
Phillips plucking it out of the air.
Alioski. Hernandez. Click. Now he'll deliver. Chester's on hand. Now he'll deliver. Chester's on hand. Horahan's got a bit of room. Nonchalantly done to McGinn. May fall Horahan's way again, who's offside anyway. Before the flag is up.
It's been a really energetic performance from Aston Villa in this first half, but Tammy Abraham has been like a man possessed. I've not seen him play with this intensity, even though he's been scoring goals. Absolutely fantastic. There's no foul in there from Janssen at the back of McGinn. And the offside flag going up, absolutely right. This game really Leeds are dominating, but Villa, every time they go forward, they look threatening.
Ayling now for Alioski. Working it onto the left. James Bree was on the end of it. Now McGinn. This is El Mohammadi. Whelan leading the charge down the middle.
I think Glenn Whelan will regret that later on.
Well, half-time is near at least.
Got a bit of time to recover from all that. But not long for Villa to try and preserve this 2.
Well, it telegraphs what he's looking to do here. Hutton stepping inside, looking to block the shot. It's always